Hey guys, so today I want to talk a little bit quick here about some new leaks of the brand new Galaxy S8. So it looks like we have the specs of it, which I'm going to talk about, most things you need to know there. And here you can also see a live image of it on the back. And the key thing you can see here on the back when you look at it, as you can see, fingerprint sensor on the back, on the side there of the camera and not on the bottom. So let's talk a little bit about the Galaxy S8, the specs here that's been leaked on GSM Arena, or at least GSM Arena posted about it. So first of all, it's going to be two variants of this little phone, and it's basically going to be a 5.8-inch phone. Wow, that's pretty huge. Okay, it's going to be very huge. And then a 6.2-inch variant on the displays. But then again, it's going to be a curved display, so the aspect ratio is going to be 18.5.9 or something. It's also going to have a 3D touch sort of display as iPhones that you can push down on the front display, and cool stuff can happen on if you do it on icons, more settings pop up. It's going to be, the smaller variant is going to have 3000 milliamp battery, the other one's going to have 3500 milliamps of battery. Also, some other details, either it's going to be Samsung's own kind of Snapdragon, or it's either going to be Snapdragon 835 or Samsung's own Exynos chipset, and it is going to be 11% faster in performance, 23% faster in graphics, and 20% more energy efficient compared to the S7. 4GB of RAM still going to be the same, 64GB of internal storage. That's going to be like the stock, not 32GB on the stock variant that you buy. And also, of course, expand with SD card, 12 megapixel camera still, and basically it's going to be, and some other interesting things here is 12 megapixel camera, 1.7 in the aperture thing. It's going to have a visual search function on the back here. Basically that means that you'll be able to, icons is going to pop up on your screen, and you'll be able to visual search just by taking a photo of something. Let's say you take a photo of an iPhone 7, then basically what's going to happen is it's going to bring up a lot of websites where you can buy it, maybe like Amazon or something. The front facing camera, which you can't see here, is, or maybe that is the front. I actually think this might be the front. Wow. Yes, this is actually the front side of the S8. So the front selfie here is going to be 8 megapixels. It's going to have an iris scanner, so it's probably going to be able to scan your eye. I think that means that. So it's kind of like a Skynet feature. You know, it's some cyborg stuff. And USB Type-C, as you'll be able to see down here. You can also see that this one kind of looks like an iPhone, which is pretty funny. But they kind of copy each other every year. It's going to have a separate button. I'm not sure if that it's this button on the side, a Bixby button. It's going to have its own kind of AI, or not AI, but its own virtual assistant, which since I've changed name again, which should have its own button from what I understood. So you'll be able to search for stuff with that. That is pretty nice. It's going to be unveiled on March 29th, and April 21st it's going to be available for everyone to buy. And also, if you are wondering about prices, basically the price is going to be for these two variants. The cheaper variant is going to cost 799 euros in Europe. The more expensive one is going to be 899 euros in Europe, and of course different prices in other regions. But I gotta say, it looks extremely slim. I really love that. So I think this device can be a huge success. It doesn't look like it's going to have this S Pen thing, which we've been seeing in some pictures, been leaked. It still looks like it's going to have some kind of glass back, I guess, which I don't like really. I would like a matte kind of back instead. But that's like most things you need to know about the Galaxy S8. So it's maybe 2 months. Yeah, 2 months now, around that, until they're going to unveil it. And then 1 more month. So around 3 months until it's going to be available out there to buy. Have a great day.